I tapped a lady and it was really bad for me.
He got cooked. Adrian, you didn't go down like that.
I even have sugar in rice. I don't know, but sugar everywhere.
When I got to the airport, I experienced some challenges, which challenges delayed me for 4 hours.
Hi guys, it's your favorite Botswana who lives in Egypt as an international student. So I promised you guys that I'm gonna give you a lot of information about Egypt, where I'm staying, how it's so different. So since I made a TikTok and it went viral about how the cultural differences are compared to Botswana, I decided to make you all a video about other international students who are here, Uganda, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Malawi, so that I involve other countries as well, so that you know how Egypt is different from where you come from. So stay tuned as I show you. Thank you.
My name is MacArthur Nomenondotain. Huh? It's MacArthur Nomenondotain. I'm from Liberia, Bon County. This is my first month in Egypt. Egypt is actually a good place, but there are some cultural differences from Liberia. Like in Egypt, you have that segregation of social life from back home. In Liberia, today is weekend. I could go out, hang around a bar, drink a few bottles of alcohol, but in Egypt, it's not like that. You can go out in Egypt, don't get me wrong, but that part of social aspect of alcohol, you're not going to find it. Secondly, in Egypt, you have a conserved culture of women. Once you are not from Egypt, to go around an Egyptian woman is quite impossible. Dang. Let me say difficult, not impossible, difficult. But back home, you could see a colleague that's a female and talk to her, but it's not like that in Egypt. So some of the things that you will also find in Egypt that you can't find home is that in Egypt, you find the elderly are highly, highly, highly respected. Like if you are on a bus and you see an elderly person, you will have to like give them the seat and all.
Yes, definitely.
We practice it somehow, but it's not widely as it is in Egypt. But on the overall, Egypt is a very exciting place to be. It's cheap to live as compared to Liberia. If you go in the market, you could buy fruits, vegetables, foodstuffs for a little or nothing, then back home. So these are just few experiences about Egypt, and I hope you enjoy my stay and enjoy the rest of my time.
My name is Kudi. I'm from Zimbabwe, and I would like to talk about the culture shocks or the things that are really different that I found in Egypt. So the first thing would be the dressing. We are not allowed to dress anyhow around Egypt.
Okay.
Back in Zimbabwe, we just dress anyhow, any type of dressing that we want. Here, people have to dress modestly. If it's a dress, it has to be on some level. The second thing is being the food. Ooh, they eat too many sweet things around here, and maybe there's not a lot of meat. I'll say that's something. Yeah, thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Dennis from Uganda. Yeah, I come from the eastern part. Uganda has very many regions. We have the east, the north, the west, the south. So I'm from the east. One of the differences I find here in Egypt is that we don't shake hands with the ladies, which is a bit contradicting with what in my country back in Uganda. And it's really giving me a hard time because I'm used to handshaking. Then, yeah, actually I experienced this in the market and in a supermarket whereby I tapped a lady and it was really bad for me.
He got cooked. Adrian, you didn't go down like that.
A bad experience.
I'm Hannah. I'm from Nigeria. I came to Egypt last month. But this place is fun. I'm having fun. The differences here between Nigeria and Egypt, well, maybe the religion is so, and adjusting to the timing. Yeah, we start our week on Sunday. Yeah, I know week starts on Sunday, but on Sunday you go to work and then come back on you close at work in the evening as usual. Then on Thursday we close. Then Friday is more like weekend. You don't go anywhere.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up, wool up, wool up. Just wool up.
So, like you know, it's a Muslim country, so that's how it is. And then we have everybody's so nice. I don't think I've seen any difference actually between Egypt and Nigeria. It's just the rowdiness. Yes, the traffic is free. Do we have it? That's basically it.
Hello, my name is Buchi DK. I'm from Nigeria. I'm here for my master's degree in environmental engineering, and I want to compare Egypt and Nigeria. For me, Egypt has a very cultural background that is lovely, especially their food, and I like the love they display. Specifically for me, they are loving. Okay, so I would say Nigeria, where I'm coming from, we are loving, but I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this. It's exceptional. It's wonderful, and it's amazing. Specifically, there's this part of their food that I love so much that is called tapika, something like that. What? You use honey to eat the food. It's lovely. I enjoyed it so much, and
nice.
We all have gathered here to display our cultural activities and the cultural differences we share. And I would say that these people are amazing. Their culture is amazing. Their food is amazing. They are loving. They are accommodating. They are so awesome. So I will call here a home for myself. Oh my God! Okay, so if you need a home, you can come. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Victor. I'm from Uganda. I'm a student in Egypt, Japan University of Science and Technology. It's been quite an interesting experience, my first couple of weeks here. The culture here is very different from what we have back home. First of all, it's predominantly a Muslim country, and back home we have a larger percentage of Christians. But it's been quite an eye-opening experience seeing the difference in how we are back home and what is here. There's not a lot of mixing between the gentlemen and the ladies. Aside from that, I've had a bit of a struggle adjusting to the foods. There's a lot of sugary foods here and not too much sauce, and yet back home we have a lot of sauce and a lot of salty foods. But I'm starting to acclimatize bit by bit.
What do you mean by that?
Starting to acclimatize bit by bit.
Even Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about.
And I'm sure by the time I leave here, I'll be a very big fan of cheese and salami, which I've not been used to over the past couple of years. But otherwise, it's quite an interesting experience getting to interact with all the multinational students from different countries in the East, North, South, and West of Africa, trying to learn their languages and cultures as well. And I'm sure by the time I finish here, I'll have a lot more exposure than I had before. What can I say? I look forward to what's to come, and well, I guess we'll have better stories for you in the coming episodes. Cheers.
Okay, hello. My name is Niza from Zambia, and I've been in Egypt for 8 months now, and I've noticed a few things that are different between Egypt and my country, Zambia. One of those being the biggest shock, I'd say, is the transportation, the tuk-tuks. Never seen that. I only saw it in movies, but I use it every day now. I've gotten used to it. Another thing is this is a Muslim country, very different from Zambia. So how people dress, everyone is covered up. Not a bad thing, but a big difference. And the weather also, this place is so hot compared to Zambia. Yes, thank you.
Hello, good people, our YouTubers, our online followers. Yeah, it's nice to have you. Don't mind my I'm a Kenyan. My name is Ann Munira, and what a nice thing to be in Egypt. Now, this girl, the only Motswana that we have in Egypt, Ivy Boloko. She is my roommate, and one thing I love about her is her personality. Oh man, This girl is fun. She's fun to be around with. She talks, the way she dances. And by the way, don't forget, she has the most beautiful voice I've ever heard.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Tell you, the moment she starts singing, me out of the room, we are dancing, yo. Because this one, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it.
Really?
Yeah. So guys, I've been in Egypt for over a month now, a little over a month now. And I must say this Egypt, they call it massive. Yeah. It's a beautiful land. Very beautiful. But coming from an East African country, Egypt, I have experienced culture shock. What do we call them? Culture shock. I don't know how to quantify it to make you know it is a shock, man. It's a shock. Guys, in our African country, there is a way we socialize, okay? An East African, I am allowed to hug a girl. I'm allowed to hug a man, yes. But if you ever see a man hugging another man, you don't do that. We don't do that, okay? Yeah. So
You are gay.
do that. We don't do that, okay? Yeah. So one thing, the way affection is shown in Egypt, it is so beautiful, right? Yeah. So the men can hug the men, the ladies can hug the ladies, and it's so beautiful. It's really beautiful. One more thing about these people is that they love sugar. Man, I come from a country that tells us that sugar will give us diabetes. Oh, I think they lied. Oh.
Okay.
I'm liking the sugar in Egypt. I'm liking it.
Yeah, boy.
You have sugar in bread, sugar in tea. Do they even have sugar in rice? I don't know. But sugar everywhere. And I love it. And guys, I'm not diabetic. I'm not ready to be but I'm eating the sugar in Egypt.
Wow.
So guys, I think that's just a brief of it. Egypt is a beautiful land. If you find out you're coming here, come. Let's enjoy this life. You see, today I came out. This is International Students Christian Fellowship. So we have a good time here, playing, dancing, enjoying, having to know other cultures, and it's beautiful. Very beautiful. So guys, see you around. We'll give you more content. We'll let you know how life is doing us here in Egypt. Yeah. See you next time.
Hello everyone, my name is Oberon Ifune from Malawi. I'm currently studying in Egypt at the Egypt Japan University of Science and Technology. One thing that I've noticed about the culture here in Egypt that is mainly different from my culture back in Malawi is how conservative the country of Egypt is in terms of interactions between the members of the opposite gender. For an example, if you want to greet a lady, you don't have to shake hands with her without her approval. You actually have to limit yourself unless she invites you to shake the hands. But if it's just use the meeting for the first time, I think you have to observe a social distance and respect in terms of that. So the culture here generally is very conservative. They don't usually allow even a public display of affection, or maybe when you're in a bus, you don't have to associate with the members of the opposite gender. Like that. Thank you so much.
Angela, and I'm from Kenya. So one of the biggest differences has been the population here at Newborn. It's not as densely populated as Nairobi. So I haven't seen traffic here, which is really amazing. The level of infrastructure here is also nice. The roads don't have gaping potholes as much as ours do. The level of security, you're not worried that you'll be attacked as you walk in the middle of the night or during the day as well. The sense of family and respect. They respect their girls a lot. They uphold family a lot.
Nice.
It is such, it's been such a shocker to see how men will automatically stand for women, that they can have seats in your public transports. In my country, it's, well, God for us all, everyone for himself. The food as well, they are heavy on bread, We are not that wheat dominated per se. We are all more of maize meal and more vegetables, which we don't have here. So it's been interesting. Still a learning process, and I'm happy to see what else we get to explore here. Yeah, thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Gideon Annan and I'm from Ghana, and I've been in Egypt for some time now, and then I've actually enjoyed Egypt. And comparing Egypt with my home country, there is some cultural differences and we are still learning here. Some of the things in Egypt here that you can find lively, especially with the people over here. They are very kind and they always want to help. Yeah, they always express this kind of helping hand. And then, you see, the strange thing that I came to Egypt that I was like, oh, what is going on here in Egypt? I mean, everything is segregated. Men are different, women are different. Like, what is this? When you are in the bus, in a public place, public transport, you sit in a bus, a man is not supposed to sit with a lady. And I was surprised with that. A woman talking to a man, I mean, you have to give at least some 1 yard distance away from the woman. And all this kind of cultural restrictions with conversations and communications and all that, it's sometimes really strange. And I realized also that in Egypt here, you don't wear shorts. If you're a guy and you are stepping out of your room to get something outside, you don't put on shorts. You always have to be in trousers so that women don't see your legs. They interpret it as if that the woman will be attracted to you, the man, especially when you are an international. What? So all these cultural differences we have back home in Ghana. Men are able to mingle with women, youth with other ladies, and then I mean we flow together well. But here in Egypt, it's quite different, very, very different. And especially, I realized that there are two kinds of Egyptian ladies here, those that they normally put on the scarves and those without the scarf. And those who put on the scarf, they don't accept handshake from men. But sometimes, those without the scarf sometimes accept handshake. And it was a surprise to me coming from Ghana. Handshake was, I mean, just a welcoming activity. So it was quite a surprise to me. And then looking at this country as a whole, it's quite a desert area. I mean, so you can see that the population is just occupied like just 10% of the land here in Egypt. The rest are desert. But actually, they are also trying to put up a lot of industrial companies and then residential houses, converting the desert into residential areas. And that is one of the ambitious vision or goal I've come to see in Egypt here in relation to their politics and their presidential vision. They are trying to convert all their deserts into cities. And I think that is very good. And the most important thing here in Egypt, their food is very, very cheap. That's the thing I enjoyed here in Egypt.
Yes, definitely.
Because they do most of the farming here, they produce everything here, and the food is very cheap. And in relation to industrialization, they do most manufacturing of their products locally. They produce their clothes here locally. Some of their machinery, they produce it here locally. And then their local industrialization is very great. That's the great things that Egypt is doing that I am really impressed with the vision of the president to convert these desert areas into residential places for people to rent and then have good living. That's very good. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Hello, this is Nikta from Zambia, and I'm a PhD student from at EJUST. Currently, I've been in Egypt for about a month now, and I've been enjoying myself. Everything is good, and the people are nice, and the interaction that I've been having with the gentleman in Egypt has been so far so good. And as far as the education is concerned, the way the university is built, this place is for studies, guys. This place is meant for someone to sit down and generate knowledge, understand nature, develop theories, develop prototypes, improve science. Because everything has been given. The internet is perfect, accommodation, perfect, okay? Study area, perfect. We have the library, you have your, as a PhD student, I've got my personal cubicle office.
Oh my God! Wow!
Also, I can study from my room, I can study from the HQ. There's a place called HQ, that is the headquarters of EJUST. So, and culture-wise, I think I'm learning a lot, and my hands are very open. I'm ready to experience what Egypt is going to offer me. Then, apart from that, as far as the way people relate, okay, I've just come to realize that there's a difference between the way men and women treat each other, okay? Because remember, guys, this is an Islamic nation, and there's a way things are done, and I think I appreciate this compared to my country. In my country, we are so free; anyone can do anything at any time, anywhere. But here, there's that order and that distinction between men and women, but not in a bad way though, but in a very good way, in a very organized manner. And I've been trying to learn and understand how things are done here. Then also the timing here people will be active at night. At home when it is 9 p.m. you want to stop working, but here people will be moving at night 9 p.m. So the security is very good. That I really appreciate. I don't think there are junkies here. The place is nice. And also thing I've observed is that there have a lot of stray dogs, and they respect the dogs, and they have stray cats, they respect those cats. In my country, we don't have stray dogs, okay, because of the rabies and what. But I don't know how they manage to these stray dogs, and I can tell that there's an integration between those animals and the people. There's a way they have harmonized the way they live. Then what else can I talk about my first impression? The people are nice, so far so good. When I'm walking in town, everyone wants to greet me, people want to talk to me, they want to know where I come from. But it is a very nice experience. They look at you, you're different, they want to know, who is this guy, what is he doing here, is he a student, is he working, what is he doing? And for me, I interact with them. I also want to know how they think about me. And so far, everything is good. But remember, it has only been about a month now. And in this month, I'm able to experience more things. And my heart is open to whatever Egypt has to offer.
My name is Manuel Osofwamwa Inkum.
What did he say?
Manuel Osofwamwa Inkum. I am from Ghana, and this is my first time in Egypt, currently in Alexandria. I came here through Turkish airline from Ghana and transited at Istanbul, Turkey, before coming to Alexandria Airport. Now, when I got to the airport, I experienced some challenges, which challenges delayed me for 4 hours, unfortunately for me. And basically, the challenge was with the language barrier. Here is an Arabic area, and they are not too fluent with the English language. I'm from an Anglophone background. So when I got there, they demanded for a couple of documents. I'm schooling here. I came for my PhD over here. So they demanded for my acceptance letter, my passport, and then my OK board. There's a document called OK board. So I presented it to them, and still I was trying to explain to them what the document entails. They were still asking me, what are these documents? Meanwhile, it was boldly written on the documents, acceptance letter, passport, of course, they saw it, and then the OK board documents, and then my flight pass, boarding pass, all of that. They were still demanding that they weren't able to speak the English language. And so I was finding it difficult to comprehend what they were saying. So back and forth. Finally, someone came in again who understood a bit of English, and he tried using his phone to translate from Arabic to English. And so you let me type in English on his phone, then you translate it to Arabic. Technology. So bits of that, we were actually able to resolve the issue after 4 hours. Then they gave me back my document, and finally they said they had to stamp my passport with a new stamp, which I ended up paying money. I don't know what then it is. So basically, that was what happened. I got frustrated at the airport. I was supposed to get here very early and even start my registration process for school, but this delay caused me, late. When I got here, it was very late. I couldn't start the process. The admission in the school had closed.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So I had to start that registration process the following day. Yeah. So as at now, I'm still even with the registration process. I'm not still done. But assuming I was able to come on that day, not due to the language barrier, I could have probably finished today with the registration and start classes, as I go along. So yeah, that was my experience with the Alexandra Airport. I think the authorities have to improve upon, I don't know, but maybe the language, try to train the staff over there on. That is an international airport, so they should expect more people from different backgrounds, English, French, whatever language outside Arabic. So they should train the staff or get staff who are fluent in the English language so that they can understand, passengers when they get there. And such challenge what happened to me will not happen to other passengers. Yeah.